Good day, and how was your week? Our second lesson in this series is titled Yahweh Starts Leading Through Priests. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to discuss the idea and implication of Melchizedek's priestly order, draw lessons from the institution of Aaronic priesthood, discuss the principles of Israel's priesthood for today's ministry, and discuss the functions of the priests in Israel and the lessons for today. At Mount Sinai, God went into covenant with the people of Israel and chose them to be his own special people. He named them his kingdom of priests and a holy nation. And that meant that they would serve him as spiritual leaders, leading people to his holiness and righteousness. We have two main divisions as usual. One, he comes with priesthood orders, and two, he regulates Israel's priesthood. We are considering the first division this week. He comes up with priesthood orders. Order means the way in which people or things are arranged, either in relation to one another or according to particular characteristics. So, in relation to the priesthood, God comes up with two arrangements. First, the order of Melchizedek, and second, the order of Aaron. This is more like talking about two lineages. But let's look at these two people. One, Melchizedek. Melchizedek is mentioned in 3 books of the Bible: Genesis, Psalms, and Hebrews. In Genesis chapter 14, we first hear about Melchizedek. Abraham had gone to war and conquered, and here comes Melchizedek bringing some food for celebration. Abraham gives him a tenth of all the spoils, and he in turn blesses Abraham. We are told he was the priest of the Most High. This was the first time the word priest would be mentioned in the Bible, and he wasn't just going to be any priest. He was a priest of the Most High God. Where, when, and how he was ordained a priest, we are not told. And these are not the only things that we don't know about him. We don't know his ancestors, neither do we know his offsprings. Exactly what Paul also refers to in Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 3. Hence, only God could tell how his priesthood came about. So, Paul refers to the psalmist's pronouncement in Psalm chapter 110 and verse 4 that the priesthood of Jesus is in the order of Melchizedek, a priesthood that never ends but remains forever. Let's look at the man Aaron. Back to Sinai, God created a system of worship and designated Aaron, a Levite who was also the brother of Moses, and his sons to serve as priests in this system. This was when God gave the people several instructions under what is called the Mosaic Law, the laws that came during Moses' time. The Aaronic priesthood therefore existed within the Mosaic Law, not outside of it. The priests were to lead and instruct the people in God's laws, all with the intent of making them focus on God, the chief administrator. God both consecrated the priests and provided guidelines to regulate their activities. He indeed has the unquestionable authority. Today, God still consecrates and guides us to lead and instruct people in his will. It is his delight to do so. Just as he called Israel a kingdom of priests and a holy nation, he has also called us today his royal priesthood, a holy nation, and a peculiar people. That's in 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. We are therefore responsible to display to the world his virtues and thereby leading men to him. We'll continue this topic next week. Have a blessed weekend.